Hi everyone, in this lesson we will go over some more vocabulary relating to data analysis. The first word on the list is the word typical. It is referring to the data that shows up most often and is likely to happen again. It is normally referring to the mode or the data value that is close to the mode. In the example above, the typical shoe size for 7th graders is 7 because that is where most of the data values are around. The word distribution is a description of how the data values are spread out. Data distribution can be described in 4 different ways. The first type is referring to the data being more spread out on the left side, and a fancy name for this kind of distribution is called the left skew distribution. The second kind of distribution is more spread out on the right side. So guess what? The fancy name for this kind of distribution is called the right skew distribution. The third type is called the jumble up distribution, which basically referring to distributions with no specific pattern. The last kind is called a normal distribution, where the data are centered in the middle and symmetrically distributed on both the left and right side of the graph. This kind of graph is also called the bell curve and the symmetrical distribution. Once again, the 4 kinds of distributions are left skew distribution, where data values are more spread out on the left side, right skew distribution, where data values are more spread out on the right side, jumble up distribution, where the data values have no pattern, and this last type is called the normal distribution, where the data creates a bell curve when it is graphed on the line plot. The last word in this video is the word median. It refers to the number that makes the midpoint of an ordered set of data. A data set is in order only if the numbers are arranged from least to greatest or greatest to least. When finding the median, it can refer to the position of the answer or the value of the answer. For an even number dataset, the median is the average of the 2 middle numbers of an order list. The symbol for the median on a graph is the upside down T. Now, let's go over what these statements mean in an example. In this 7th grade shoe size example, I have already ordered the data values from least to greatest, which is a must before you find the median. The simplest way to find the median is to cross out the number from both ends until we get to the center. Since we need to find both the position and the value of the median, I suggest that you just label both sides symmetrically until you get to the center. Now, since there are 12 data values in this example, it is an even data set, which is why there are 2 middle numbers in this case. In order to find the median, we need to average these 2 middle numbers, which the average of 7 and 7 is still 7. This number is also called the value of the median. The position or the location of this median is at the 6.5 place of the ordered data set. You can find the position of the median by either just counting the numbers until you get to the middle or by using this formula, adding 1 to the total number of data and then divide that by 2. To wrap this up, here are some tips for the median. 1. Make sure the data set are in order before finding the median. 2. To find the position of the median, the formula is the total number of data plus 1 divided by 2. If there are 2 middle numbers, because it is an even number set, average them to find the median. Okay, that's it for the lesson.